Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, I welcome you to this sitting. I have had a lot of visits from the members of parliament who had urgent matters and some who did not, who have been able to advise to take the other processes in the rules of procedure to deal with those matters.
Item 4, motion for a resolution of parliament to urge government to reverse the directive requiring local governments to remit all local revenues to the consolidated fund.
The Honourable Naluyima, Betty. Wakiso.
Allow me to appreciate you for steering us, being my maiden time when you are chairing. For the answered, Naluyima Betty Ethel, the woman MP, Wakiso District, and also the Shadow Minister, Local Government. Right Honourable Speaker, I stand to move a motion for a resolution of Parliament to urge government to reverse the directive requiring local governments to remit all revenues to the Consolidated Fund. Honourable Speaker, as I commence,
Is it all revenues or all local revenues?
all local revenues,
So that's important.
thank you, all local revenues to the Consolidated Fund. It's moved under Rule 59, 1K of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament. Right Honourable Speaker, whereas Article 176 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda provides for a decentralization of system of governance where functions, powers, and responsibilities are devolved and transferred from the central government to local government units, and aware that Section 3 and 4 of the Local Government Act provides that the system of local government shall be based on districts and cities under which there shall be lower local governments and administrative units, noting that Article 176, Clause 2D of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda stipulates that there shall be established for each local government unit a sound financial base with reliable sources of income, further noting that Article 191, Clause 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda empowers local governments to levy, charge, collect, and appropriate fees and taxes, cognizant that Article 192 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda empowered Parliament to make a law that provides for a local government to retain a specified proportion of collected revenues for the purpose of its function and services, noting that Section 29, subsection 3A of the Public Finance Management Act allows any local government as a vote to retain revenue collected or received through levies, licenses, fees, or fines, and further noting that Section 30, subsection 1 of the Public Finance Management Act exempts local government revenues from being paid into and forming part of the Consolidated Fund, aware that on 14 February 2020, the Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, and also the Secretary to the Treasury, directed all local governments, accounting officers to remit all local revenue into the Consolidated Fund, further aware that even though local governments remit the locally collected revenues to the Consolidated Fund, what they eventually allocated is inadequate to meet the planned expenditures, noting that the inadequate allocations adversely affect delivery of public services such as construction, maintenance of water service sources, education and health facilities, among others. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Parliament urges government to reverse the directive by the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to Treasury requiring local governments to remit all local revenues to the Consolidated Fund. I move.
Is the motion seconded? I have not called for a vote. I've called for secondment. Yes, I see it seconded by Kumi Municipality, seconded by Entebbe Municipality. It's only the municipality. It's Aru North, Gweri County, Maogola, Bubulu East or West? Bubulu East, and the Kumi District, is it? Yes. Those enough secondments. And a man from, is that Kabramaido? Edakasi, Honorable.